Good morning, dear students. I'm your English teacher Yildiz Vatyevara. Today's our new theme is career. So in this lesson, we will speak about the career. And also in this lesson, you will do some tasks connected with this topic. So are you ready? Okay, let's go. Look at this task. Look at the list. Do you know all the words and give definitions? A reporter, a fisherman, a businessman, a shop assistant, a police officer, a pilot, a driver, a housewife, a postman, a programmer, a student, a vet, a chef, a traveler, a scientist, a designer, a musician, a librarian, a nurse, a secretary, a farmer, a dentist, an engineer. Please write down these words on your notebook. Which of these are not actually professions? Yeah, I think from this housewife, and also a student are not actually professions. Underline the jobs you like are exciting. Circle the jobs you would never like to do. Put brackets around the well-paid jobs. Cross out the jobs you think are boring and tick the jobs you think you will be good at. Have you done? Okay, very good. Next task. Which jobs from the list match these definitions? A person who does experiments, someone who works in the country with animals or plants, a person who cooks in a restaurant, a person who makes things from wood, a person who helps a doctor in a hospital, someone who does office work such as typing letters, answering phone calls, and etc. I think you have done. Very good. Next task. Choose gender-neutral names for the given professions. Male career, congressional representative, salesperson, bar person, police officer, 2 times, flight attendant, chairperson, firefighter, business executive. Chairman, the first one, businessman, businesswoman, mailman, stewardess, policewoman, policeman, salesman, saleswoman, barman, fireman, and congressman. Next page. I would like to be a because this job is well paid. It is rather prestigious now. It helps people to solve their problems. Who would like to be in the future? Teacher maybe, driver, cook, doctor, postman, pilot, carpenter maybe, secretary. I think most of you want to be a teacher. Yeah, mostly of you want to be a teacher in the future. Why you want to be a teacher? There is some reasons. You may choose some one of them. In order to answer for this question. We are going to translate the text about choosing a career, working in groups. Before you start reading, study the vocabulary list and write down the unfamiliar underlined words. So here is given the vocabulary of the text. Write down them carefully. Next. So, choosing a career. Sooner or later, all of us face the problem of choosing a career when we decide what we are going to be in the future. Choosing a career is not a simple matter. In fact, it can be one of the most important in our life. You don't need to hurry making a decision. You should examine thoroughly your abilities and character. Take a realistic view of your strengths and weaknesses. Pay attention to your parents' and friends' advice and take into account your own preferences. The last point in the list is particularly important because there are many examples when people make great mistakes choosing their future profession. Sometimes they either simply follow in the footsteps of their parents or relatives or just blindly follow their advice. Your choice should be mostly based on your own opinion. Family traditions are good, but your turn of mind may be quite different, so never base only on other people's opinion. Having thought carefully about what sort of person you are, try to work out of list of your occupation requirements. Nowadays, there is a great variety of jobs to any task. Choosing a future career, we should consider the following things. Pay. Is the size of your salary important? Generally speaking, it is important. Of course, there may be various situations, but if you are going to be independent, successful, and wealthy, you have to find a well-paid job. Moreover, if you are going to have a family, you should be ready to support it, to be breadwinner. Naturally, you would like to live in a good conditions, and your children to study at good schools, and then to enter prestigious universities, to travel around the world, and so on. Now you understand why you should take money into consideration when choosing a job. Further training, promotion prospectus, and job conditions should also be kept in mind. Just after graduating, it is very difficult to find a plum job which will respond to all your preferences. It is usually monotonous, tedious clerical job. But if you are a capable and hard-working person, you will certainly be offered an opportunity to climb the ladder. Place of work. You ought to decide whether you want to work indoors, cashier, chemist, librarian, secretary, and etc., or outdoors, driver, firefighter, estate agent, and others. Your choice may be based on your lifestyle or health condition. Full-time, part-time, flexible, flex-time jobs. There is no set pattern to part-time working. It may involve a later start and earlier finish time than a full-time position, working mornings or afternoons only, fewer working days in a week for less salary. It is a perfect variant for students who want to juggle their studies and work, as well as flexi-time jobs. Employees decide by themselves when to begin and end their working day. Communication with different people. Meeting and dealing with people doesn't appeal to every person. Some people are not very sociable. On the contrary, they are timid, shy, and diffident. Frankly speaking, it is a great talent to have communication skills. If you think you have it, you may choose a profession involving close contacts with people such as a doctor, journalist, a lawyer, a guide, a teacher. Business trips. You should keep in mind that some professions imply traveling all over the world, such as tour guides, scientists, actors, journalists, pilots, and so on. It is not always fun. Business trips may last a week, a month, and even more. You may be sent to London for a few days, then you will spend only a few hours in Paris, and right after that, without any rest, you will have to go to Berlin. Sometimes it turns out that you don't have even an hour for yourself just to relax and see the town you have come to. Such trips may be very exhausting and stressful. However, if you are young, ambitious, and full of energy, you will be able not only to do your job successfully but also see the world. Aspiration of creative work. If you are a creative person, it's a must for you to find such job. It can be a job of artist, a tailor, a designer, or a stylist. Jobs connected with risk. Such jobs are usually well paid but very dangerous. A police officer, a fireman, a bodyguard, a lifeguard, these are the names of the jobs which imply risk. Those who want a rewarding but demanding job and who are ready to devote all their lives to it may choose this kind of work. Analyzing all these points will help you not to make wrong choice. In case you are an aspiring, responsible, creative, optimistic, reliable person who is ready to learn and be laborious, who is not afraid of any difficulties of the future and ready to solve any problem with a smile, the world of jobs and careers will open to you. Choosing a career should not only be a matter of future prestige and wealth. Work should bring real satisfaction, otherwise your whole life will become dull and monotonous. Answer the questions. Have you already thought about your future career? What makes the profession chosen to so attractive for you? Do your parents give you a piece of advice about your future profession? What are your priorities? Have you got any traditions in your family connected with jobs? Try to make a realistic view of your strengths and weaknesses. Which of your qualities are worth improving? What part-time jobs can students do nowadays? What occupations are popular nowadays in your country and why? Imagine that you are a successful businessman. Describe your life, your living conditions, some usual activities, and so on. What is the best way of preparing for your future profession? Do you agree with the quotation, "It doesn't matter what job you do, it's how you do it"? From the watch the video about making a career choice, try to understand the main ideas and be ready to answer the question. You can watch the video from this link from the YouTube. After watching the video, in a conclusion, how to make a good career choice. At first, discover yourself and what you are good at and interested in. Pick one or two main interests area. Research about career prospects related to your interest area. Volunteer or intern with an organization in your chosen interest area and see if you can be good fit. Spend time with people in the field of your desired career and get recommendations from them. Be open to advice, but go with that makes sense to you. Which quotation do you agree or strongly disagree with? I don't want to earn my living, I want to live. Oscar Wilde. The darkest hour in any man's life is when he sits down to plan how to get money without earning it. You have to earn money the hard way, because no one will serve it up to you on a silver platter. I really hope that this lesson was useful and you will find your perfect job in the future. Thank you for your work. So dears, it is the end of our video lesson. Thank you for your attention. The lesson is over. Goodbye.